Welcome back. So, I wanted to share some stock picks with you guys and talk about some mistakes that I made. In Tesla, I had some pretty good run ups, and then it pulled back for a while. And then when it ran up and started to pull back down, I got a little afraid in here. So, I sold some. And I did buy some back as it pulled back, but then it went on astronomical run. So I don't know. In the term now, we hit our all-time high in December, and it's falling. A lot of Elon Musk's political terms, and it is the proverbial falling knife. But if you go back just a little bit since the end of last year, it's still crazy profit, and over a month is horrible. So we have a nice little bounce yesterday. Today we'll see where it goes. I don't think that I think it's going to continue its downward trend. It's going to spike up a little bit into 380 range and then pull back again on a downward trend. But will it get back to here in the twos? Oh, I don't know. I'd love it to. And yeah, to get some of those shares bought back that I could. And if it gets down to 30, you can bet I'm going to buy more. So I know sometimes when people don't have much money, it can seem astronomical. But just in 2023, it got down in the low hundreds. And I never had dreamed of it going back there. I pictured maybe 160. I picked up some shares, was the lowest I ever saw it go. But you can bet if it falls again, I think the future is bright. I think the short term politics will be drowned out by numbers, and when numbers take over, Wall Street will take over, and everybody will be jumping on the stock. Up and coming, a couple cars coming up. Again, short-term revenue, I do not believe is going to make the mark. So right now, I believe it is way too high. But if you're buying now in dollar cost averaging, I think it's going to seem just a minor blip, and it's going to rocket up crazy in the next few years. So now's the time to get all the shares you can. Today's watch, GRR. We had a great run yesterday. In the last 5 days, we're up 38%. The last 6 months, I purchased somewhere in here, and then we had a nice run up. I took some profits, and then I bought some shares back on the way down, and now we're back rolling on the way up. So I don't have a large position in this. Obviously, in the last 6 months, I wish I had a large portion in this. Last month is a great story, though. I've had it for the last month. Year to date, we're doing okay. But over the last year is just 200%. So it had some rough times here, and they just signed a nice contract now, which is giving us this huge run up, and super excited about it. Another one that I'm looking that I do not own, that I wish I did, but I'm thinking is Hims and Hers. I don't know. You ever have that gut feeling? This is one of those stocks I have that gut feeling on. But the fundamentals, I haven't done a lot of research on it. So I'm going to take some time, do some research, but year over year revenue is up 77%. 77%. That's great. Net income is up over 1,000%. So earnings per share is only 43 cents, but that is up 682% in the last year. So kind of crazy. Their quarterly statements, 19.5%. Let's see what their annual is. 20% year over year. Total assets. So, but their liabilities are increasing. So, but on a great growing company, had some trouble there. On a good growing company, you take that. December, we'll see where earnings come in. I don't like to buy earnings, but if I know the company more, I can see some opportunities. So, anyways, I like seeing Amazon down. That's one position I'd like to build. Just a great company long term, I'm sure will do well. Sold some Ford. I didn't have much, but didn't like that company. Microsoft's down again today. So, anyways, that's a... What do we got on a 1 month chart on Microsoft? High of 445 or so, and then just pulled back. Crazy. That's a great stock. I mean, long term, Microsoft looks good. I think probably like most of the big tech companies, people are worried about their spending on AI. You let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is AI the future? I think it's going to be here. But, I mean, to pull back like that year over year, 12.27% revenue up and net income up over 10%. That's just, I mean, and where were they a year ago? Over 1 year, we're only up 0.2% over the last year, yet the revenue is up 12%. Operating expense is up 5.5%, so that's going to eat up some, but their net income is up 10%. So, yeah, it's a good company. It's not quite big enough fall for me yet. 390s, yeah, that sounds a little better. Where are we at? 5 years. I mean, 240 would be great, wouldn't it? But if you look at all these little low troughs here, 406, we keep retracing low fours, back to the low fours. And we seem to have kind of a floor there. And I think at some point, when we have one of these, it's just going to be crazy. Long peaks. This is probably after COVID when all the recessions hit. Yeah. 22, 238, and then we went on a tear. And then we've just kind of been peaking out there in the low fours. So let me know in the comments what you think. That's a great company that I think of. Let's see what Palantir is doing today. Palantir down 1.6, but that's just one. I mean, this one year to date up 53%, and over the last year 382%. I think it's a great company, but I mean, the PE ratio, look at the PE ratio on this. I mean, it's so tempting just to sell. I mean, I don't know, take some profits. But again, what is it going to do in the future? You know, we'll go 5 years out. It could continue to go on a tear. And there's a lot of, with them cutting so much in the financial government, I mean, this is one, AI might play a bigger role. And Palantir already has security clearance. So for them to come in and be able to help all these people for the firings, I think it's a good play. But my biggest problem is, even though earnings per share are up 75%, they are giving away to employees more shares than what they're making. They're giving away more. So I don't know. For me, for sure not adding at this point, but you let me know what you think. It's a crazy play, and I didn't add back here whenever I had the chance. So yeah, sorry now, but 600 PE ratio, that's just crazy. Anyways, catch you on the next one.